welcome back to my channel, The Love Project. And my name is Erica for those who don't know, and for those who do know, hey y'all. So I am going to do a full in-depth makeup tutorial. And I don't really want to call it a tutorial because I'm still learning. Like I have a eyeshadow palette that I want to learn. It's not really a tutorial, but you get to see how I do my makeup. So today is Friday and my husband is off, which means we're gonna have a date night. I brought us some tickets to a comedy show tonight. So I am going to get myself together so I can be cute. We're gonna go on our little date night. So with that, I'm gonna get started. First things first, baby, these lips is getting ashy and getting chapped. So, which this is actually how I start. My face is clean and washed. I usually put some on my lip, so that it can kind of moisturize while I'm doing my makeup, because I actually do my lips last. Always, you want to start with a primer. So this primer is from Fenty, which is by Rihanna, and I actually brought this from Sephora. Just was trying out something. I usually use wet spray, like setting spray and primer, um, but this is more of a cream and I like it. So this is when I'm really trying to beat my face. All right, so again, this is more cream based. It's not like a spray on. So I just kind of start like this, and basically I rub it all over my face. But honestly, with primer, you can just put it on the areas that you feel like you grease up the most, which for me is this T-zone. But because we wear masks, I do feel a need to wear more on my cheeks now, because when I put my mask on to go into certain places and then I take it off, you can see what my makeup kind of rubs off. So this helps to prevent that. All right, so now that we're primed, I am going to start with my brows, because again, that takes me the longest. Honestly, when Marcus come and he see me doing my makeup, that's the first thing he look for. If I have my brows on, he's kind of confident that I won't be that long. But if he see that I don't have the brows on, or I just started my brows, he's kind of like, he'll kind of be like, oh babe, we have an hour. You have about 20-30 minutes until we need to leave. So he be throwing shade, but I guess. But he ain't lying though. But honestly, y'all, I've been doing much better with my brows. Like I'm like, oh, okay, bro. So it's easier when I have like a fresh wax, but most of the time I arch, because that's just easier for me. I can do it multiple times a week. So for the brow, so this brow powder is from Sugar Babies, on Instagram, Sugar Babies Cosmetics. So this is her brow powder and I love it. I do have a eyebrow pencil and different things I've used in the past, but honestly, this brow powder is my favorite, because one, it's giving me a natural brow. The color is more natural than the pencil, at least the pencils I found. And then it almost like gives me control over how light or dark I want to go, because it's a powder, and I can kind of start off lighter and then fill in. So I really like that. Sugar Babies Cosmetic. That's also a palette I have that Lord knows I am trying to get better at. So for my brow, I just kind of fill in. Again, it is so much easier when I have like my what I would call a brow or wouldn't call a brow more cleaned up, that helps. Because then I'm just filling in what I wish was there. Alright, so let's start with this side. Again, I start under because under lets me know how I want my arch to be. And from there, it's easy to kind of fill in where I go from there. So, like here, I don't have no brow on the end. So now that I have this arch, I can kind of go up on that. You see, based on where I started that arch, I can kind of fill in. So that has helped me because at first I used to just kind of almost do like a block and then take most of the time cleaning it up with the concealer. But now I realize the more definition I can get with the actual powder, the less concealer and the less work I have to do on the back end with cleaning it up. And again, the concealer is, oh my goodness, that is your help. So you don't have to, it don't have to be perfect. It don't have to look like a brow from the get-go. Just have an idea of what you want it to look, what you want your brow to look like. So now I'm just going back in and again just filling to get the darkness I like. I like it more dark to the end because that's usually how your brow grow. You know, light in the front and then it kind of get thicker towards the end. And plus I have to do a little more darkness on the end because I don't have tips. I don't have them tips on the end. Like my brow don't go all the way where I would like them to. So me filling it in and making it darker gives the impression that I have brow where I don't. So this is a concealer by NYX. You can find it at any store really. I think I got this like from Dollar General. And I actually love this. This is like close to my skin tone. So when I'm doing an everyday face, I use this because I don't want the highlight look. So now that I have an actual concealer that can give me the highlight look. So if you notice, it's two different colors. That can give me the highlight look. I now use both. So I use this one for a start as a cleanup because it's gonna be closer to my skin tone. So it don't do no real damage, I guess. I can kind of go over it and over it. Even if I need to go back in with the brow powder, it's so close to my skin complexion that it easily covers. I can easily put the brow powder back on top of it to do whatever it is I'm trying to do or fix whatever I'm trying to fix. So with the concealer, you just kind of tracing. And again, look at the top. So of course I use more at the bottom because I always start at the bottom. And that's because you have more, I have more space here. And I just fill it in and I can go, you can go all the way down to your eyelids because you then going to use the concealer to put a little eyeshadow on anyway. So this is what I got. Now when it comes to the top, I am still using, I'm not like double dipping and getting all that concealer on my brush because when I get to the top, again, I like that to look more natural. So it's not an actual line, it's just a cleanup. Okay, so we got a little brow action going on. Back to the other side. Now after I do this, I am probably going to pause and or speed it up because again, like for me, brows take a while, but only because I have this look I'll be looking for and I haven't quite mastered it yet. done. I am satisfied with my brows finally. Now I will tell you this. Brows are sisters, not twins. That is something I had to learn because that is one of the things that keep you going over and going over and going over your brows because you're trying to get one to look like the other. Next steps, we're going to do our concealer. And for me, I do under the eye. Alright. And then I do marks. Alright. And then I have this bump right here. I'm trying to wait to come to a head so I can get rid of it. Then I kind of just and concealer does just stay conceal. So you conceal whatever you got going on. And then you're able to go over it with your foundation. Now I see a lot of people use their little sponge to do this, and I have one, but I don't know, the sponge, it don't do what my it don't do what my brush do. I'm just used to using the brush, and I haven't really figured out the technique for my sponge yet, or what, but yeah, it don't do what I need it to do. And I'm just patting, so not too much, just a little pat to give an even glide. Now, I did buy some contour because that's something I want to learn how to do. But honestly, I need practice. I need to figure out how this works. So I won't be doing this today because I ain't gonna be looking like no food. I told you I got a date, so I need to be cute. So I'm gonna stick to what I know today, and then I'll take some time and learn the other things another day. My foundation, I'm actually going to do my Too Faced foundation. So this is my everyday look. This is my go-to foundation. I have MAC and I have the El Maquillage. I ain't gonna lie, the El Maquillage, when I want to be flawless, like for real, they did that, so that's them. I like that. But this is my Born This Way by Too Faced, and it just gives me so natural, so not doing too much, just a beautiful layout or whatever. So now that I have the concealer and all this stuff, the primer and the concealer going on already, this should layer beautifully, because again, it already gives me that natural, not doing too much look. So now it should be, more flawless. Few pumps take my day-to-day look to the next level. Now I do a pat in basically around my face. Sometimes I put it on my face, but I'm doing a pat in. basically around my face. Um, and then I go from there, filling in and doing whatever it is I need to do to complete the look. Pat, pat, pat. See, it goes on smooth. I really do like this makeup. Because of my skin, in the winter time, I get light. My skin get lighter, and you can tell in the winter time. This Too Faced, even when my skin changed, it still looks like my skin complexion. Like it's still a good match. So this one have more, I guess, more of a range in comparison to the Too Faced. In comparison to the Urban Decay. So that's why I moved away from the Urban Decay, because I kind of got tired of having to have a different makeup based on the season. I like the whole year round look that I got with the Too Faced. Now what I will do is go over a few things to get those highlights. Alright. Now I'm going to put my eyeliner on, because when I go to messing with my eyes, it makes my nose run. So if I put my liner on now, it'll save me trouble when I go to do my lashes. Eyeliner on. Highlights. Now, this is where that other concealer come into play. So, this concealer I used for my eyebrows was closer to my skin tone. Now, I'm going to use it as a highlight here. Make those brows pop. Back under the eye. Now I've seen people do more, but because I don't contour, I try not to do too much, because it's almost like when you do these highlights, you usually need the contour to balance it. Like when you highlight with no contour too much, I feel like you can tell. That's just me. Again, dabbing to highlight. Good. Here. at that. So nice. Now again, I'm no pro. One of the key ways you know I ain't no pro is I use the same brush. Now I have a lot of brushes here, but I don't know all that about them brushes. But what I do know about the brush that I use every day is it do what I need it to do. So that's what I do. I stick to what I know until I learn more. For the most part, I have to do what work for me and what help me to look cute without looking like a clown. Because Lord knows you can kind of get into makeup and be looking a mess. And I don't want that to be me. Alright, see my highlights? It definitely take it up a notch. Take it to the next level. Alright. Now I'm gonna take that same concealer, but now I'm using my brow brush. So the one I used to do my concealer on my brows. And I just put a little dab. Take the tip and dab it. Not even put it on the brush, just whatever is available around the room. And I do my outsides of my brows. And again, this is for highlight and definition. Nothing major. Right. Let's do the other side. Little boop boop, little 1-2 on the tip. Okay, that's that. I like. So, setting powder. So, setting powder. Ooh. My setting powder is by Fenty also. Okay. So I'm gonna let this sit. So while that is sitting, I am going to work on my lashes. It's cute. Alright. lashes. Now I use hair glue. This is very ghetto to my knowledge, but it works. I take my tweezers and I just put some on the trim. Alright, now I'm going in. Lashes on. Yes. Alright. This is almost my final step. And don't get discouraged because, again, this is for a full face. You don't have to do all of this normally. So this is the brand I was telling you about, Naked, Urban Decay. This is the finishing powder. So I'm just kind of going in. Not much. I just have a little dab in there. And I'm just going in, kind of just sealing everything in, giving me that even tone all across. Again, making sure I catch that T-zone. This where the issues happen for me. Get all shiny. Okay. That's that. Last but not least. So this is the setting spray. So this spray comes from a beauty supply, and I also have, again, the Urban Decay version, which is the honey. It actually smells like honey. I like this, but I've been using this and it's fine. As you see, it wets, kind of damps your face a little bit. Give it that mist. It's gonna allow it to dry even and help your makeup set. So this is the finished product. Let it dry. Go touch up these edges, and I'll do my lips. Be cute.